Say Selenium class 21, Java inheritance. Java inheritance. Observe Java object-oriented programming. Java object-oriented programming. Short form is OOPS, OOPS, Object-Oriented Programming System. Object-Oriented Programming System. Observe Preeti, C language also programming language, structured programming. C++, object-oriented programming. Java, object-oriented programming. Say, in Java, everything is object. String is object, array is object, etc. Except everything is object in Java, except primitive data types. That's why Java is not 100% object-oriented programming language, but object-oriented programming language only. C++, 100% object-oriented programming language. Okay. Say 4 fundamentals of OOPS, not only in Java. Can you list out those 4 fundamentals of OOPS, Preeti Joshi? Respond.
Polymorphism.
Polymorphism.
I don't.
Okay. Vijaya, you need to remember.
Inheritance.
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 Polymorphism.
Just a minute. Polymorphism.
Abstraction.
Just a minute. Polymorphism. Next.
Abstraction.
Good. Abstraction. And
encapsulation.
Encapsulation. Good. Encapsulation. See, these are the 4 fundamentals of OOPS. Okay, now Pavani, are you following? Fundamentals of OOPS, object-oriented
Yes,
programming system. Okay, first I am taking
okay.
Inheritance. Inheritance. Just a minute, it is important one. And one more thing, I will explain in Java for Selenium. Java for Selenium topic, I explained what are the importance of Java in Selenium WebDriver, and one more thing, usage of Java in Selenium. I think inheritance is useful for our test automation. Next, polymorphism, limited use or no use. Abstraction and encapsulation, no use. Only inheritance we can use. We create user-defined methods. We create reusable. We create reusable components in our test cases. By accessing reusable components, we create and execute test cases. So inheritance, okay. Remaining concepts, no use. Polymorphism, limited, that is also no use. Inheritance, use, but we will discuss all concepts. Okay. Inheritance. What is inheritance? Observe Pavani. Inheritance. It is a process of inheriting. Inheriting means reusing. It is a process of See, without inheritance also we reused some components earlier. I will explain the limitations and importance of inheritance also in this session. It is a process of inheriting. Inheriting means reusing. Class members. Class members means, put mute, all of you put mute. Class members means variables and methods. Variables and methods are called as class members. We can reuse variables also, not only methods. Getting this point, Vijaya? Another name for variables, fields. Getting?
Yes, sir.
It is a process of inheriting class members. What are class
Variables and
members?
methods.
Variables and
Variables
methods
and methods.
from one class to another. Next, the class where the class members are getting inherited is called superclass or parent class. All of you put mute, or base class. Next, the class to which the class members are getting inherited is called subclass or child class or derived class. Next, the inheritance between parent class and child class. See, we have several names, super class or parent class or base class. Next, subclass or child class or derived class. But general terms are public terms, parent class and child class is achieving the inheritance between parent class and child class is achieved using extends, small letters, extends keyword. Okay, observe. Uh, just a minute. What is inheritance? Observe, Sirisha. It is a process of, just a minute. Inheriting. Inheriting. Inheriting means reusing. It is a process of inheriting class members. Class members. Class members means variables, variables and methods. Methods from, it is a, just a minute. It is a process of inheriting means reusing class members, variables and methods from one class to another. One class to another is called inheritance. Okay. Next, the class, just a minute. The class where the class members, where the class members are getting inherited, are getting inherited, inherited is called superclass. Superclass synonyms are parent, parent class or base class, base class. Okay na Preeti Joshi, any confusion?
No, sir, I'm good.
Okay, cool. The class to which the class members to just a minute, to which the class members are getting inherited are getting inherited is called uh, subclass subclass or child class or derived class derived class. Okay, generally we use parent class and child class. Otherwise, you can use super class, subclass, base class, derived class also, classes also. Okay. Next, the inheritance between parent parent class and child class, parent class and child class is achieved is achieved just a minute is achieved using don't confuse double quotes only for understanding in Java code. Don't use double quotes. Don't use double quotes for Java keywords. Not only Java keywords. In any program, no double quotes for keywords. It's only for understanding purpose. Keyword. See, these are the important points. Okay, now Balasubramaniam, are you following? Inheritance.
Yes, sir, I am following.
Balasubramaniam. Any confusion,
Yes, sir.
Balasubramaniam?
Yeah, no confusion.
Yes, I got.
Okay, cool. Jyotirmai. Jyotirmai not responding. Okay, you come.
Yes, sir, I am okay, sir.
Okay, you guide me for this topic. Two types
Okay,
of class members.
yes, sir.
Two types of class members. Class members in Java. What are the two types of class members? Static.
Single inheritance,
Hmm.
static inheritance.
Static, not types of inheritance. Types of class members. General topic.
Class member.
Static.
Okay.
Next.
And
Non-static class members. Class members. Static, non-static class members. Static, non-static. Next,
non-static.
observe Jyoti. How to access or how to call non-static
Object by creating
class members. How to call? Just a minute. Next point,
by
how to call static class members. And one more thing, programming point of view, you can specify this one static. You can focus on static and non-static. Observe Vijay Bhairappa. In our software testing, most of the time we use non-static class members only, but you can use static class members also. Some advantages are there for non-static class members that we will discuss later in this session. I think at end, uh, we no need to focus on static, but I will explain static and non-static. Come, Jyotirmai, how to access or call static class members, non-static class members.
By creating object.
Yes. Okay, creating before that one, using object,
Objects.
using
Using
object, or you can say instance,
instance. Okay.
instance of the class, instance of the class. Next, just a minute. How to call static class members? Using class name or just a minute. Using class name or directly.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, na? Just a minute. Observe, I will provide one example. Now, observe, okay, Jyotirmaya, I will call you later. Come, Vijaya, I will provide one example.
Okay.
Inheritance example. Then I will explain types of inheritance with examples. Okay. First, launch Eclipse IDE. Launch Eclipse IDE. Create a Java class, new class. Suppose inheritance. Generate main method. Otherwise, you can type the main method. Okay. Just a minute. You know how to declare methods before main method or after main method, but within the class means outside of the main method we declare methods. Okay, first I'm going to declare variables. Okay, suppose observe declare static variables. Declare static variables. Okay, class level variables. Suppose public, this is access modifier optional, public static int a equal to 10 comma b equal to 20 semicolon. Next, observe Vijaya, declare non-static variables. Say we can declare non-static means instance variables inside the main method or outside the main method. If you declare inside the main method, you can use within the main method. Suppose outside the main method, you can use outside the main method. But static variables can be used for entire class. Inside the main method or outside the main method. Okay, na?
Yes, sir.
Declare, suppose int suppose a c equal to 30 comma d equal to 40. Okay. Next, create a method, a static method. Create a static method with returning value.
Public.
Just a minute. Create a static method with return value.
Value.
Suppose public
Static.
return suppose data
Yes.
type int, method name add, parameters optional, you can use or don't use. Next,
Int.
suppose int result equal to a plus b. A plus b are static
Return.
variables, class level variables. Okay.
Yes,
Next,
sir.
return keyword,
Return result.
return result semicolon. Why it is showing
Sir,
Result.
sir, this method we should declare before the main method or
yes,
after the
before
main.
the main method only. That's why error. Okay, cool, good. I forgot mistakenly code. We wrote code after the main method. Just a minute. Some statements misplaced. Now observe Preeti Joshi. Okay, na? What is
Yes, sir.
one extra parenthesis here? Parenthesis. What is the problem, Vijay?
Sir, we are declaring non-static variable in a static variable, sir.
Just a minute, Vijay. Your voice is not properly. The echo coming and noise coming. Try to write it.
Sir, I am asking you.
No, I am not getting. What about other people? Preeti Joshi, that voice is loud, not loud. That some disturbance voice, na?
Yes, sir. From Vijay side, I think there is some issue.
Not Vijay side. Vijay side. Vijay Bhairappa.
Yeah.
Sir, yes, sir,
Vijay, we are not getting that one. You try to rectify the problem. Otherwise, you stop for some time. After the class, I will show. You are not getting. Pavani, tell me. Observe, we declared static variables, non-static variables, static method. Continue, Vijaya. Create a non-static method. Vijay, what happened to you? Your voice is not understandable. That not understandable. Yes, still also, still not understandable. That I cannot say in words. That voice is not loud, but lengthy voice or something. Not clear. First of all, voice is not clear. Your words not understandable. You try to rectify the problem. I think problem in your voice device. Okay, na Vijaya?
Yes, sir.
Okay, continue. Create a non-static
Non-static
method, okay, with return value. Just a minute. Create
public
suppose just a minute. Create static, next non-static.
non-static
Public
int
and suppose add two open and close parenthesis semicolon. Suppose int
int
result
equal to a plus
int result equal to suppose this time use another one. Suppose
multiplier
multiply. Suppose C asterisk symbol D. Okay. Next, return
result.
Return result. What is the problem?
18th line spelling mistake, sir.
Spelling mistake. Just a minute. Okay. Now, all okay. Next, observe. Observe, Vijaya.
Yes, sir.
If you want to call these methods, you know how to call. Suppose for non-static, first create object, Vijaya. Create object.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Before that, call static. Call static method. You know how to call. Returning value is there na. Suppose int x equal to. You can use just method name. Otherwise, class dot method. Okay.
Yes,
Suppose
sir.
if you want to display, you can
Print
display.
x.
Okay. Next, call this one non-static method. Non-static. Call non-static method.
Class name.
And one more thing. We cannot call this static variable na. Anyhow, this is class level variable. Just a minute. Class call non-static method. Observe.
Class name.
Just a minute. First create object instance of the class. Suppose inheritance
Object name.
Suppose obj equal to
New class name.
And one more thing here, I will explain step by step. Observe, Vijaya, and all members,
Yes,
all team, all participants. If it is static method, that memory program allocates memory only once for class static. Why? That is class level. But if it is non-static, you need to create object. Every time object required. Suppose in another class, object required. Every time memory point of view, every time it occupies memory. Memory point of view, which one is better, Vijaya? Static method or
Non-static.
non-static method?
Non-static.
Static method for Java allots memory only once for static method when class file is loading. Suppose if it is non-static method, it allots memory for every object, every time object creation. Which one is better for? Which one is better in case of memory?
Static.
Static. Okay. And one more thing, non-static advantages are there. I will show. Next, you call that one. Suppose int y equal to
Obj dot.
obj dot
Add multiply.
multiply. Next,
Values.
suppose so control space enter
Y.
y. And one more thing, observe, Pavani. Suppose this C, where we declared C here. C is instance variable na. Here we declared before main method, outside of the main method, but we can't use inside of the main method. But with the help of object we can use. Otherwise, try, observe, Pavani, try. Suppose so control space enter. What is that variable name? C.
C.
What it is showing? Error na?
Yes, sir.
It is not class level variable. If you declare outside of the main method, use outside of the main method. Inside of the main method, use inside. Suppose I declared outside of the main method but want to use inside of the main method. That time using object you can call non-static class member. Variable is class member only. How?
Creating object.
obj dot
Not method of.
obj dot c. The c is not method, variable.
Okay, sir.
Variable, class member. Any
Sir,
confusion?
in that case,
Sir,
in that case, you mean to say whatever you have given in as instance variable, you can call it anywhere, but with the help of object in the main. But within the class level, you can call it as a variable.
No.
That is what you want to say.
Your conclusion correct, but one small change. Observe. Suppose Vijay, if you declare instance variable after main method, or you can say within main method, you can use that variable directly. Suppose outside of the main method, with the help of object, you can use that instance variable. Then what is the problem? Hello?
Sir.
What is the problem?
Hello.
Tell me.
Sir, that is the same applicable for the static variable also, no, sir?
No, static variable class level. No object required. No class. You can use it directly.
Okay. Only for the non-static variable?
For non-static variable means instance variable only. We need to use object if we declare that variable outside of the main method. If it is static variable, you can use directly for entire class. And one more thing, you cannot declare static variable within main method, outside of the main method only. Observe Vijay. Suppose public static int e equal to 1 2. Is it accepting? No.
No, sir, it is giving some
Error. It won't
error,
accept
sir.
outside of the
Remove invalid
main method only. Suppose without static. Suppose public optional int f. This is instance variable f equal to 2 3. Why it is showing this one? Public not required. Remove invalid modifier. Here default only. It is not showing any error. You can use this F, but E here you cannot declare. Then what is the problem, Vijay?
Sir, yeah, sir. Like I just want to confirm, sir. Like using a static variable in the class level, and once declaring a static variable in a class level, and if you want to use it in a main method, you need to declare. You need to use the process as a data type variable name is equals to class name.
Don't confuse, Bhairappa. You have several confusions. You declare static variable, isn't it?
Yeah, sir.
Static variable.
Integer a is equal to 10.
Okay, a equal to 10. If you want to use that static variable, isn't it?
Sir.
You can use that variable before the or outside of the main method or inside of the main method directly. It is class level. Observe, suppose SYSO control space enter. What is that variable name? A. Observe first output 10. First output 10. Okay, now we are using inside of the main method now. Next, outside of the main method also we are using now. Observe this one in this method. Within this method. Then what is the problem?
Okay, only when we call it, then we need to use it in that type, sir. Only when we want to display the output, we can use it directly.
Suppose system.out.println, that statement, Java statement, okay, this code also belongs to Java, but what our rule? Java program execution starts from main method. Only here you can declare the methods. Here we are not calling the methods. After the main method, means within the main method only we call that one. So if you write here, that is, I think it is not correct syntax. Just a minute. It is not providing context help also. It is not correct syntax, Vijay. Observe, Vijay, what is the problem? It's not allowing to display now, first of all.
Yes, sir, it is giving that red error, some error message.
See, it is not correct usage. Why? Java program execution starts from main method only. Okay, before the main method, we wrote methods, but where we are calling, where we are executing, within main method only. But here you are trying to execute this 23rd line before or outside of the main method. It is not valid. Observe, in this program, a variable used in used outside of the main method. Next, inside of the main method, it is class level variable, static variable. Next, observe C. C is instance variable declared outside of the main method, can be used outside of the main method only directly. We used. Suppose if you want to use inside of the main method, then object required. Yes, using object we are accessing that instance variable. Then what is the problem?
Okay, sir. No, I just got confused when we were doing calling the method. No, sir. Like we used to use the data type variable is equal to class name. Then we used to call that method. So I just trying to understand that, sir. When will so the calling method is there, and since we called we displayed directly, no, sir, output.
Yes.
So just trying to understand.
Directly display.
Okay, sir. Only when calling method we need to use that method.
Yes.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
B sharp. Run the program. Observe 10, 30, 1200. Just a minute. This is one small example. And observe Vijaya. Vijaya.
Yes, sir.
Just first I will copy it. Then I will show one problem also. Just a minute. Just a minute, Vijaya. Suppose static method, add method is there now.
Yes, sir.
Suppose A plus B plus C. Suppose observe Bhairappa. What happened, Bhairappa? Tell me. With in single sentence, what happened?
But C is a instance.
I'm trying to use non-static variable in static method, static variable in non-static method. What is happening?
So non-static method in a static method, it is giving displaying error, sir.
Error. What is the that is the rule, syntax rule. Observe Bhairappa. I will show the rule. Observe. Here I will provide one small note. This is also difference between static and non-static. Earlier we discussed one thing. Memory point of view, static only. Static class members take memory only once when loading the class. Suppose instance class members or non-static class members take memory multiple times whenever you create object. Okay. Next, here one advantage of non-static. Say we can use static and non-static, all of you put mute, variables in non-static methods, but we can't use non-static variables in static methods. Okay na? Vijaya, did you understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
Okay na, Bhairappa? Tell me what is the concept here in between static and non-static methods?
Sir, non-static variable cannot be used in static method, it will give a error.
Error or forget about error. Non-static variables can't be used in static methods.
Static methods.
But static and non-static variables can be used in non-static methods. Getting?
Okay, sir.
Here, which one having advantage?
Static variable, sir.
Static. Concentrate, Vijay. Concentrate. Which one having advantage?
Non-static.
Non-static. Why? In non-static,
we can use static and non-static variables.
We can access or we can use static variables as well as non-static variables. But in static methods, we can use static variables only. We cannot use non-static variables. Restriction is there. Then how you are saying static is better?
Okay, sir. Got it, sir.
Here, this is the main reason. Observe, Vijaya, this is the main reason in our test automation. Most of the time, not most of the time, nearly 99.9%, 100% we use non-static class members. See, developers, Java developers point of view, they may prefer static methods in some scenarios, non-static methods in some scenarios. But as automated testers, we prefer non-static methods only. In interviews also you can explain this one, why in non-static methods we can use static variables and non-static variables both, but in static methods we can access or use only static variables. Okay na Vijay, any confusion?
No, sir.
Tell me.
Sir, is there anything reason related to security, sir? No, sir. Anything related to security reasons
here,
we don't use that.
Here you forget about security. First of all, our test automation teamwork, we don't focus on security issues. In interviews also you can explain. Security topic, developers focus on that security. Our test automation point of view, teamwork, we share resources. So here no concept of security. Getting?
Okay, sir.
Security also very important feature of programming, but we are going to use programming language for testing. Here our test automation point of view, security is secondary. Primary is sharing, resources sharing. Okay na? And one more thing.
Yes.
Avoid the small doubts and this one. Avoid the unnecessary topics also. Focus on important things. And one more thing I told. In this whoops, only inheritance is useful for test automation. But I will explain polymorphism, abstraction and encapsulation also. But we never use encapsulation, abstraction in our test automation. Only Java developers use. Okay. Concentrate. Any confusion, Bhairappa? Any confusion?
No, sir. I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
Cool. Now you come, Pavani. Types of inheritance. Types of inheritance. Pavani.
Like single inheritance, multi-level.
Observe, Pavani. In a computer environment, we have 3 types of inheritance. Java supports 2 types only. Third type, impractical. I will show. First one, observe single inheritance. Single inheritance. Example, parent child. Class 2 extends extends class 1. Class 1. Okay, I'm not writing full syntax, just partial syntax. Observe, Pavani, in this example, which one is parent and which one is child?
Class 1 is parent, sir. Class 2 is child.
Yes, class 2 is child. Right side parent. Then we can access class members,
Yes, sir.
methods and variables from class 1. Suppose in class 1, 10 methods are there, example, and in class 2, child class, in this class 2 also you created 4 methods. Now you can access 10 plus 4 methods, 14 methods in child class, 10 methods from main class, parent class, 4 from home class or child class. Next, second level, multi-level, multi-level, multi-level inheritance. Inheritance. Observe, Pavani. Suppose class 2 extends class 1. Class 1. Next, class 3 extends
Class 2.
class 2. Now observe, in this scenario, class 1 is parent, class 2 is child,
Parent.
class 3 is subchild. Otherwise, you can say class 1 grandparent, class 2 parent, class 3 child.
Child.
Suppose in class 1 10 methods are there, class 2 10 methods, class 3 10 methods. In or from class 3 subchild method, you can access all 30 methods. 10 methods, local methods, means created in the class 3 only. Next, 10 methods belongs to nearest parent class 2. Next, remaining 10 methods belongs to grandparent class 1. Okay, na? Or any confusion, Sirisha?
No, sir.
Okay, cool. Next, observe, Pavani. One more type of inheritance. It is impractical. Multiple inheritance. First of all, Java
Doesn't support.
doesn't support. Java doesn't support due to diamond problem, parent problem. I will show example. Observe. Example, class 2 extends class 1. Again, class 2 only extends class, suppose 7. Observe, Pavani. It is not possible now.
Yes, sir.
Why?
Class 2.
Suppose, observe, Pavani. Class 2 extends class 1, okay. Again, class 2 extends class 7. Two different parents na? Confliction na?
Yes, sir.
Suppose
Yes, sir.
same methods available in class 1 and class 7. Then, which one goes to high prior? That is confliction.
Yes.
So, it is impractical. This is about observe Vijay Bhairappa. Tell me types of inheritance, Bhairappa. Types of inheritance.
Sir, single level, single inheritance, multi-level inheritance, and third one which we not supported, sir, because there we don't know like which method to call or whether to use the
Yes.
local or the
And you can say
parent one.
real-time term also there. Suppose if anybody asks why Java doesn't support multiple inheritance, you can say in simple words, due to diamond problem. This problem is called diamond problem. Getting multiple
Okay,
parents.
sir. Okay,
Kana?
sir. Sure, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Due to diamond problem, Java doesn't support multiple inheritance. Now, Sirisha, come. One example, reuse class members without inheritance. Observe Vijay, you try to focus on non-static class members. In our test automation, we use non-static class members only. And one primary advantage also we discussed regarding non-static methods. Primary advantage of non-static methods. What is that, Vijay?
Memory allocation is less. There is
Memory
not
point
the
of view, static better. Okay, nowadays memory negligible. We have high configured systems. Memory also important, but not much. But memory point of view, non-static not better. You tell me,
Static.
Vijaya. Did you understand
Static
my
and
question?
non-static variables.
Just a minute. Try to understand my question. Our test automation point of view, we prefer, otherwise you can say in general words, in
non-static
test
method to be used.
automation, we prefer non-static methods. Why?
We
What is
can
the
use a we can use static and non-static variables in non-static methods.
Yes.
That's why.
That's why. No restrictions here, Bhairappa. We can
Okay, sir.
use static variables and non-static variables within non-static methods. But static methods not like that. That's why we prefer, most of the time we prefer non-static methods in test automation. Forget about development purpose, development angle. Any problem, Vijay?
No, sir. No, clear, sir.
Okay. Now come Sirisha. I will create one class. New class. All of you put mute except Sirisha. Class 1. Generate main method. Okay. Just a minute. Suppose non-static class members int a equal to 10, next int b equal to 20, next observe Sirisha, you create one static and one non-static method. Create one static and one non-static method, Sirisha. Suppose with without returning any value, means returns nothing.
Yes.
Public returns nothing.
Public void.
Void. Suppose add open curly braces. Here, suppose returns nothing, but I am going to use one display statement. Display statement is not return type. Display is different, returning is different. Both are having similarities, but difference is there. Sy, So, control space enter. Suppose A plus B. Next, create one static one. Same, without returning any value, means it returns nothing.
Static.
Public
Public
static
void.
void, suppose add to methods name unique. Sometimes we can use same method names. When we use that, we will discuss tomorrow in polymorphism chapter. Next, suppose So control space enter. 30 plus 40. Okay. Next, call the methods. Suppose first create object class 1 obj equal to new class 1 open and close parenthesis curly braces, semicolon. Next, call the non-static method without returning any value na. So obj dot add. Suppose if you want to access that variable, suppose SYSO control space enter. What is that one? Obj dot a. Next, static one, Sirisha, static one. You can use directly add this one.
Sir, it is add no, sir.
Add to. What is the problem, Vijay?
Sir, it is object dot add no, sir.
Add?
Sir, it is system dot out dot println object dot add method.
Not
no, sir.
add. I am going to use a variable. Then what is the problem?
Okay, sir.
This is variable. I am going to access variable. A variable or B variable?
Okay.
Just a minute. B variable or A variable? Yes, I can access. See, add is method, non-static method. I am accessing. B is non-static variable. I am accessing. Then what is the problem? Run the program.
Okay.
Welcome. Errors. Where is the error? Just a minute. In this one. Inheritance. Run the program. Observe Vijay. 30, 20, 70 na. Any queries, Vijay? 30, 20, 70. Now come Sirisha. This is local usage. This is internal use. Getting my point, Sirisha? Why I am saying internal use?
Within the same class.
Declaring and calling within the class, isn't it? In the same class. Sirisha not responding. Any problem, Sirisha?
No, sir. I'm just
This
watching
is internal use. Why I am saying internal use?
Declaring
and calling the methods within the same class. Suppose call from another class. Observe, Sirisha. Suppose class 2. Class 2. Just a minute. Class 2. Suppose I want to create, if you want to use without inheritance, observe my example, Sirisha. Reuse
Can
class members without inheritance. Suppose if you can reuse without inheritance, then why inheritance? Inheritance is required. Here, in this scenario, inheritance not mandatory. Why? Class 1 and class 2 both are available in same package. Same package. Getting?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now create object. Observe Srisha. Here you are going to access class members from another class. Here no parent child. Why we are not going to use any inheritance? Another class, we are going to use class members from another class. You create object using another class name, not class 2 name. Class 1, suppose obj2 equal to, observe this usage, new class 1 open and close parenthesis. Next,
OBJ.
obj2 dot add. Suppose if you want to access variables, instance variables, just a minute, control so control space and enter. Suppose b, not directly, obj2 dot b. Observe Vijay, run the program 3020. Now Sirisha, I want to access that add method, static method, I think. I add two method. How to access? Class 1 dot add 2. Run the program. Suppose if you use directly add 2, no. Getting Sirisha, any problem? Just a minute. Suppose here public static e equal to 1 2 3, e equal to 1 2 3, variable name e, public class name only, int data type. Okay, now come to this one, class 2, class
Top,
2,
sir, top.
class 2. Suppose class 1 dot e, class 1 dot e. Observe Bhairappa, how to access this this one, class 1 dot e. It is not accepting now.
Yes, sir. We need to use extend, sir, here.
Without this one. Without extends.
Yes, sir.
Without extends, I am using this one now. Which one?
Yes, sir. But,
instance variable using object.
Yes, sir.
But here one more restriction for there now for static class members.
Yes, sir.
Earlier one restriction for static method. What is that one? We cannot use non-static variables in static methods.
Static.
Next,
Yes, sir.
another here restriction for static variables. What is that? What is that restriction?
We need to declare it in the another in the class where we are
Vijaya,
calling.
tell me.
Yes, sir.
What is the restriction for static variables in this scenario?
We can't use non-static variables in static methods.
Pavane? Poor timing.
Sir?
What is the restriction for static variables? Clearly visible.
Use, outside of the main method only.
Jyotirmai, clearly visible.
Yes, sir.
By
What is the
object name?
restriction? Concentrate. You are not concentrating, first of all. What is the restriction for static variables in this scenario?
We can use in non-static methods.
By object name class.
Siresha, clearly visible this 11th line. Restriction for static variables. Why you are struggling?
So we declare it.
Concentrate. Suppose
We declare non-static variable in main method.
No. Just a minute. Observe Bhairappa.
Declare the class name.
You try to access
the class, sir.
Static variable in this home class. SY, SO, control space enter. E. Yes, here you can access. Just a minute. Run the program. Here you can access. Suppose you try to access non-static variable. Yes, you are accessing. In the same way, in another class, try to access non-static variable using method. Yes, you are accessing. B. What is the B value? Middle one. 20. Okay. Next, try to access static variable. Suppose class 1E. Suppose you try to display directly SYSO control space enter E. Now observe, Jyotirmai, what is the problem?
Error.
Okay. What is the problem? What is the restriction of static variable?
We can't use other class.
Yes.
We cannot call in other class.
We cannot reuse in other class without inherit. You try with inheritance. Just a minute.
Static variables.
E is static variable only. Suppose extends
Class 1.
Class 1. Now still.
Yeah, class 1 dot E.
Class 1 dot E. Okay, just a minute. Here also passing problem. Suppose class 1 dot E is there, but suppose int x equal to you have to pass that one. We have to pass that one. This is the correct usage. Observe Bhairappa. Suppose.
So we need to call the variables. Static variable.
We can observe Jyotirmai. Here we can pass the variable without inheritance also, but we cannot display this one. Means directly using directly using is mistake. Just a minute. Okay. My mistake only.
X.
Class 1 dot E. Okay. That's my mistake only. Observe Vijaya. We can access static variables also na. I think it is not the. I think it is not the drawback of static one. Without inheritance also we are using. How? With class name. Okay na Jyotirmai? It's my mistake only.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, in system out println, in the bracket, can we put X so it will print that?
Yes, definitely. Why you are asking that silly question? Elementary
No,
question.
sir, because you mentioned there the class 1 dot E. That's why I'm asking you.
But here we are storing the value to X na. Then definitely it will execute. What is the problem? Definitely.
Then what is the purpose of doing 1 dot E, sir? I didn't get that.
That is directly calling.
This is directly displaying. This is passing. Passing has several advantages. Suppose you pass value that can be used anywhere in the program. You can pass that value to other variables multiple times, but display only one time activity. Here no passing concept. Getting?
Yes, sir.
Observe. Okay na Jyotirmay, or any confusion?
No, sir. Sir, one question. Can you please go to the class 1? So here, sir, why we used public static void instead of int? We used void. What is the difference?
Several times we discussed that one. Void means no returning value. No returning value. Basically, methods two types na. One is methods with return value. For that, we need to specify the data type. Next, methods with returns methods with return nothing. Return nothing means we need to use void keyword. Here I didn't use return keyword also. Observe. Here I created methods with return nothing. Then what is the problem?
No, I got it. I thought that,
Okay na, Bala Subramaniam?
Yes, sir. Got it, sir.
Yes, Joe.
Okay. This is class 1 Vijaya. Class 1. Smriti Pandey, are you following or not?
Yes, sir, I'm following. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Next, come to class 2. Observe Jyotirmai. Instead of we used methods with return nothing na. Instead of that, you can create methods with return value using data type. You can create, no issue.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Next, you come Vijay. Second example. Reuse class members with inheritance. Reuse class members with inheritance. Earlier without inheritance. Inheritance extends class 1. Okay na? Now observe Vijay, you can create object in this home class. What is the class name? Class 2. Suppose obj2 or some xyz equal to new class 2 semicolon. Just a minute. X, Y, Z, next X, Y, Z. Suppose here try to use class 2. Class 2. Run the program. Observe Bhairappa. Did you find the difference without reuse and reuse? If you reuse, you can use local class for object creation as well as using just a minute. Using local class name only we can call static members also. Any problem, Bhairappa?
Sir, when we are using extends for the class 1, we can use the local class and the methods of the class 1 as well as class 2. But when we don't use extends, then we need to use as class 1 of the parent for the calling the methods, methods and variables.
If you don't use extend keyword, then use that class 1 for creating object as well as class 1 name for calling static methods and variables. If you use extends, you can use class 2 name for creating object as well as accessing static class members. What is the problem? Anyhow, these both classes available in same package. That's why without extends also possible. Any problem?
Okay, sir.
Observe Vijaya. Any confusion, Vijaya?
No, sir.
This time reuse. Here without reuse also we can, but thing is sometimes reuse mandatory when that I will show. Just a minute. Suppose class 2. This is second example with inheritance. Now come Jyotirmai.
Yes, sir.
Come. I will show one multi-level inheritance.
Okay.
Multi-level inheritance. Suppose example for multi-level inheritance. Observe. Suppose this is class 1. Just a minute. Suppose this is class 1. You remove this one. This is optional, calling local optional. Next, class 2.
Class 2.
Just a minute. Suppose in class 2, I'm going to create one method. Suppose public void comparison open curly braces. Suppose int a equal to 100, b equal to 50 semicolon. Next, I'm writing conditional statement in method block. You can write if A greater than B, open curly braces, suppose SO control space enter, A is a big number, A is a big number, next else open curly braces, next SO control space enter, B is a big number, B is a big number. Okay, in this one, we have one method. Remove this one, it's optional. Next, I'm going to create one more class, Jyotirmayi. Observe new class 3. Class 3, generate main method. Suppose in class 3 also, we have one method. Suppose public void, not only void methods, Jyotirmayi, you can use methods with return value, that type of methods also. Void, suppose sub, open curly braces. Next, suppose int a equal to 10, b equal to 8. Next, suppose so control space enter a minus b. Here you can write meaningful message also. Suppose subtraction of a comma b, close double quotes, and concatenate, just a minute. Okay. Now observe Jyotirmayi in class 1. Okay, just try to avoid the disturbance. Suppose in class 1, one method. What is that method?
Add method.
Just a minute.
A equal to 10, B equal to 20.
In class 1, one method. What is that method?
Yes.
Add. In class 2, one method.
We have
Comparison. In class 3, one method, subtraction. Next, suppose I want to use this method. First class.
Class 1.
Add. This is non-static method na. Create object.
Yes.
Suppose class 1. Suppose obj1, names local, you can use your own words, meaningful names. Class 1 equal to new class 1, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, obj1 dot add. Here it returns nothing. Display is different. Okay.
Yes.
Run the program. 30. Okay. Now come to this class 2, Jyotirmayi.
Compare.
Here we are using extends. In this class 2, one method is there, and in parent one method is there. So we can access 2 methods in this class. First create instance. Suppose class 2. obj2, you can use xyz also. New
Class 2.
Class 2, open and close parenthesis, semicolon. Next, obj2 dot comparison. Next, the first class method also. This is local method. Next, obj2 dot add. Okay. Run the pro.
Or here we need not to give the class 1 or obj1. No.
Why you are asking? Here extends na reusing.
Oh, okay, reusing.
Reusing. Don't confuse. Reusing. Suppose if you don't use reuse keyword, you extends keyword, then using class 1 name, we need to create object.
Okay, got it.
Next, come to class 3.
Class 3.
Here, grandparent class 1 method is there. Parent, nearest parent class 2 method is there. And in this local class and this home class, one method is there. First extends class 2. Class 2 already extends to class 1. Then chain available. Child, parent, grandparent relation established. Next, suppose class 3, obj3 equal to new
class 3.
Class 3, open and close brackets. Next, obj3 dot type yes subtraction. This is home class method. Next, obj3 dot comparison parent class method. Next, obj3 dot add grandparent class method. Run the program. 3 outputs. Subtraction of a comma b 2. A is big number and addition 30. Just a minute. Where we used subtraction, here only. Just
here only.
Here only. Run the program. Now clarity. Okay na Bhairappa, any confusion? Multi-level inheritance.
Multi-level inheritance, yeah.
Bhairappa,
Sir, it is displaying system.out.println result, or it is displaying object.3 for sub, sir.
Pardon?
Because for object,
why
sir,
you are
it is
asking
displaying
this
the
question,
value.
Bhairappa? Update, Bhairappa. This subtraction method code system statement available that is executing, that is internal statement.
Okay. For the comparison, it is going to the class 2, and for the object
class
3
2 in this class 2 it is comparing. Here also one display statement is there.
Okay.
Where is that? Just a minute. Where is the display statement?
Class 2.
Class 2. Here one display statement is there. it will display as per that condition. Then what is the problem?
No, that's what I wanted to know, sir, because we had given your subject sub
is we are calling method. Inside that method display statement available. It will execute.
Okay, sir.
It will execute. Observe Sirisha. Any confusion, Sirisha? Class 1. Pavani, are you following?
Yes, sir.
This is class 1. Next, just a minute. Jyotirmai, I think all of you familiar with these two na, single level inheritance and multi-level inheritance.
Multi-level. Yes, sir.
Not only 3 classes, you can make 4 or 5 or n number of classes, but don't increase the complexity.
Okay.
You use 3 or 4. 4 also not recommendable.
Yes.
Okay. Just a minute.
Yes,
This
sir.
is class 2. This is class 3. Class 3. Now come Vijaya. Vijaya.
Yes, sir.
Next time Preeti Joshi. Okay. Just a minute. This example Vijaya. Two classes. Two classes in the same project. In the same project, but in different packages. Did you understand this one?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Suppose I'm going to remove this one. Easily understanding purpose. Suppose I'm going to this one also. Just a minute. Delete the data also. Okay. Now create two projects, future point of view. Other Java project. Suppose project 1. Project 1. Next, create one more project. File. Just a minute. Project 2. What is the problem? Just a minute. File new. Not GPA.
It's a JPA project. Yeah.
New other Java project. Project 2. Okay. Now under this project 1, observe Vijaya, package. I'm using generic names. Later you can change names. Okay, package 1 for easy understanding purpose. Next, package 2. Package 2. Next, in this package 1, new class. Class 1, generate main method. Next, create one method. Suppose additional add method addition. Suppose public void. You can use method with returns value, or method with returns nothing. This method is method with returns nothing. Add open curly braces. Suppose int a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Next, a plus b. Okay. Now call this method First create object. Class 1. obj1. You can use ABCD also. Class 1.
New.
Yes. I forgot that one. New keyword. New. Next. Suppose
Object 1.
Vijay Bhairappa. Vijay. Add. Then it will call this add method Vijay. In that add method display statement available. Then it will display 10 plus 20, 30. Okay, na Vijay?
Sir, that means once we defined in the method, no need to call again in the
no need to
static main
call
method.
again. In that method, call. Okay. In that method, display statement already there.
Okay.
Already
okay,
there.
That's what I want.
Already there. No need.
If you don't give there, then we need to call it in the main method. If you don't give. Okay,
if
sir.
you
Got
don't
it. Thank
give
you.
also return statement is there, then you can display. That is another scenario. Here, no system.out.println statement in main method. Getting?
That's what I wanted to ask her, because which display method it is displaying there means which is using that to display.
Observe,
So that's what I wanted to
here
confirm.
we are calling that method. In that method display statement already there. So
Present.
you no need to use again. Okay na?
Yes, sir.
You no need to use
Sir,
again.
so what is the difference between putting into the main method or putting into before the main method?
Which
the
one?
system.out.println.
Where I put the before that one? This is not direct statement within this method only. But Java program execution starts from main method. Suppose if you write like this, suppose SYSO control space, actually this context help also not providing. Earlier we did this one. Now observe, outside of the method body, it is not accepting now the statement.
Yes, sir.
Within method only. Why? Here observe Preeti Joshi. Here we are not executing that one na, isn't it? Where we execute? In main method only na.
Right.
So in main method only we are calling. Suppose if you try to call, if you try to use before main method, it won't execute. That is Java program syntax rule. Java program execution starts from main method. Then what is the problem?
No, I didn't get that one. The sixth line, right? The system.out you mentioned in the method, right?
In the method, so, but not outside of the main method. Here we are not executing. This is method body.
Okay.
In method bodies, we can write any type of statements. Anyhow, we are not going to execute before main method. After, within the main method only we will call those methods. Suppose if you write individual statements, then it will show error. Method body, okay, why? Here we are not going to execute the method. Within the main method only we call the method. Then what is the problem? Tell me, Preeti Joshi, what is the problem?
Sir, I don't understand. If we are mentioning in the main method, the system.out.println, the same statement, whatever you mentioned on the sixth line. So what is the difference between putting in the main method or mentioning before the method?
See, observe, suppose if you write this statement within the main method, in this class only you can access that one. Suppose if you write in this method body in another class, from another class also you can access that value.
Okay. Okay. Now I understand.
Suppose if another class also you can access. Suppose if you call this one within this class only. If you want to reuse in another classes, this is mandatory. Okay, na?
Okay. Okay, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Next, create another class. Now, Vijaya, come Vijaya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Package 2 Vijaya. Package 2.
Mm-hmm.
New, suppose class 2. Suppose this one. Now, I want to use that method Vijaya. That I want to reuse that method. Suppose class 1 na.
Yes, sir. Class
without inheritance, first I will try obj2 equal to new class 1 open and close parenthesis semicolon.
Yeah, showing that, sir.
Not showing na. Observe Bhairappa.
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
This package is different Bhairappa, and that package is different. Not show. Observe. Did you observe Jyotirmai problem?
No, sir, I am good, sir.
Here we need to import. We need to import.
Yes, sir. Import package 1.
Import package 1. Import package 1. This is user defined import. Earlier predefined. Now you can. Now you can. By importing you can. Suppose obj2 dot add run the program. Observe Preeti Joshi. Accessing na Preeti Joshi. Another class in another package by importing the
package.
First package. Okay na?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Just a minute. This is package to package. Not only class to class. Package to just a minute. Class
the package.
Class 1 in package 1, but project 1 only. Project 1 only. All of you put note disturbance. Next. Next, class 2 package 2 1 only. What is the problem, Vijay? You are not getting your voice. Not getting. Stop. The cadet session will be disturbed. Try to adjust that one. Now come Preeti Joshi. Preeti Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Ready for another example, Preeti Joshi. Another example is what is that one? 4, 5. 5. What is the fourth one? 2 classes. 2 classes. Vijay, try to adjust your voice device. 2 classes in 2 classes in different packages and as well as different projects. Okay, na Preeti, did you understand the concept?
Yes.
Suppose package 1, delete. Delete. Now observe, Preeti, we have two projects, new, suppose package. You can use any meaningful name. Just understanding point of view I'm using. Now observe Preeti Joshi. We have two
Yes.
different projects, Java projects. One is project 1, another is project 2. In project 1, we have one package called package 1. In project 2, package 2.
Two.
Now create one class, new, suppose class 1, generate the main method. Suppose create one method, public void add, open curly braces, suppose int a equal to 1 2 3, comma b equal to 3 4, next SYSO control space enter, a plus b. Next create instance. Guide me Preeti Joshi.
Class 1
Class 1, suppose obj1
equal to
equal
new
to new
class 1.
class 1, open and close parenthesis. Next.
So why we are using opening bracket?
Oh, just a minute. Mistake. Semicolon.
Semicolon. Yeah.
Next, call the method. Suppose obj1 dot
Add.
add. Run the program. 157. Okay. Now create one more class in package 2, new class, public static, generate this main method. Next, and just a minute, in this previous class we didn't use that one. Okay. Observe Jyotirmay, one problem. If you don't use inheritance, we used this one na. Suppose if you use inheritance, what will happen? Class import, okay, class 2
Extends class 1.
Extends class 1. Then you can create in class 2 only. Class 2. Okay. Just a minute. Now come to mainstream. Observe Preeti Joshi. Now create object. Suppose class 1 obj2 equal to new class 1 open and close parenthesis semicolon. Next, observe what is the problem. What is the problem? Fix project setup. Fix project setup. One more activity. Observe Preeti Joshi. We need to here different projects now.
Yes.
We need to that physical hard disk add project 1 to build path of project 2. See, on physical hard disk we need to add that one. Now observe Preeti Joshi.
Yeah, import package
Imported
1.
now. Package 1 dot class 1. This is user defined now.
Yes, sir.
Earlier we used system defined now. Now observe obj 2 dot add. Run the program. Accessing. Just a minute. Suppose this is project 1. Say class 1 in first package 1 under project 1. Next, just a minute. Class 2 in package 2 names. Just I used, you can use your own names. Suppose class 2.
Sir? On third line.
Just a minute. Tell me. First,
Sir,
class 1 or
line,
class 2?
Class 2 only, sir. On third line, you mentioned the we imported, right? The package 1 dot class 1. So it become user defined, sir.
We only define now.
Okay.
We only define just package. This package not available in Java. Just a minute.
We created, right?
We created. Just a minute. Import Java dot suppose util all classes from this one. Just a minute. Now observe Preeti.
Yes, sir.
Okay, here. Just a minute. Suppose
it's 11 o'clock.
just a minute. Suppose you try to import the scanner. Suppose, just a minute. Scanner XYZ equal to new scanner What is the problem? System dot in. Just a minute. Java util. Observe, Preeti Joshi.
Yes, sir.
Here, two imports available na. Line 3
Yes.
and line 4. Line
Yes.
3 import that is predefined, already defined. How can you say? You show the mouse pointer on class name. What it is showing? Context help it is showing na.
Yes, sir.
Java.util.scanner. Okay. Next, place mouse pointer on this class 1, fourth line. It is not showing any context help na. Only
right.
This is user defined. We didn't provide any documentation that one. Otherwise,
Okay.
you can easily remember your own classes or own packages. But this is also one method. Observe, good question. This is scanner is predefined. It is providing that Java documentation. Next, class 1 is user defined. No documentation available and no error. Why? Class 1 available and we are using. Any problem, Preeti Joshi?
No, sir, I'm good. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Just a minute. Vijaya, are you following? Vijaya.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now observe, Vijaya. Just final conclusion. Final conclusion. Reuse class members between two or more classes. This is one concept. Next, reuse class members suppose between two or more classes in the same package. If same package means default same class, same project.
Yes.
Same project is default. Same project. Next, suppose reuse
Different packages.
Two or more classes
Different.
From just
Different packages,
from
but in same project.
Different packages in same class, in same project.
Same project. Yes.
In same project. Just a minute, Vijaya. 1, 2. Next, third one. Observe
Different
Pavani.
packages and different projects.
Reuse. Just a minute. Reuse. Now tell me, Vijaya. Reuse class members between two or more classes from different packages.
And different project.
Good. And
projects.
Different Just a minute. Different projects. Projects. Okay. This is about inheritance. Tomorrow we will discuss polymorphism and remaining concepts one by one. I'm going to close the session. Any queries? Tell me, Bala Subramaniam. Any queries regarding this today's class? Inheritance, Bala Subramaniam.
Yeah, no queries, sir. Thank you.
Welcome and practice. Vijay. Vijay. Okay. Okay, Vijay. Next, Jyotirmayi.
No queries, sir. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Welcome, Vijay. Welcome, Jyotirmayi. Preeti Joshi.
I'm good, sir. Thank you so much.
Welcome. Next, Ravindra.
Sir, I'm good, sir. Thanks. How are you, sir?
Fine. Thank you. Welcome. You are welcome.
Yeah.
Sirisha. Sirisha.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Smriti Pandey.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Vijaya.
I'm good, sir. Thank you.
Welcome. Okay. We'll meet tomorrow, same time. Thank you.